Hi guys, Mitchell here, Mitchell, Minnesota. Welcome back to my channel. As a preview to Vlogmas, I wanted to bring you along for one of my little craft ideas that I had to fill in areas of the house that maybe aren't used too much, or maybe you wouldn't necessarily decorate otherwise, but you want it to feel kind of festive during the holiday season. So today we're going to be making, well, it's kind of a surprise, so I'll just bring you along for the journey. If this sounds like a video you'd like to watch, then stay tuned. All right, guys, so today we are going to make a picture frame. Well, let me do a video. So this is what we're making today. So this is kind of one of the variants of it. As you can see, it's kind of, the light's reflecting, but it's a super easy thing. The camera doesn't really pick it up, but I did use some glitter on there too to make it a little bit shinier when the lights are on. So I'm going to work up a camera rigging thing so I can have you down where my hands are. Hi guys! So I don't have a tripod or anything to like set up or anything fancy like that. So I've literally taped my phone to something else. So if it falls and it breaks, then we'll go from there. But I think for now, we're doing okay. So we are going to make a version of this winter frame that I made earlier. Pretty easy, pretty fun. We're gonna do something a little bit different with this next one though. As you can see on this one, I made it look kind of frosty on the outside. It looks pretty nice in person, I think. But I don't know how I felt about it on the frame, but I just did it anyway because I wanted to see what it would look like, all right? So what are you going to need? You're gonna need a few things and I'll show them to you now. First you need a frame. I get mine at the Dollar Tree. I bought 4 today. And I get the 8x10s because that's what I print my stuff out on. But this is, I mean, $4 for 4 of them. And I liked this one because it had like a wood finish. So I liked those. So you're gonna need 4 of those. Or, well, 1 to do 1, not really 4. You're going to need some Mod Podge or something similar that you would use. I like it. And I get the matte one, the matte finish. You're gonna need some white paint. I got the Mod Podge at Michael's for $4. I got the white paint at Walmart for 97 cents. You're gonna need some brushes. I got mine at Michael's for $2. These are actually Mod Podge brushes, but you can use anything. I've even used a paper towel before to do this, so you don't have to be fancy like that at all. Some glitter is optional. I looked for some like snowflakey ones, and this was as close as I could find, so I may or may not use this. I'm not quite sure. You're gonna need a glue gun. I'll explain that. You're going to need some sort of, for this particular one, I'm gonna use this. This actually fell off a wreath from last year's Christmas wreath, and I like it because it's still nice and sparkly, and I'm gonna use it in there. And then you're gonna need a plate, and some tinfoil, and last but not least, your pictures. Now I printed off a few of these. I have Walking in a Winter Wonderland. I have, oh, I guess I did 2 Walking in a Winter Wonderlands. Okay, so, and then I did Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. And because the other one that I did was vertical, I'm gonna do the Let It Snow because it's horizontal. So let's do this one. So first things first, you want to cut out your pattern. This is an 8x10, and it's gonna be a little short from what it should be to fit in here, but I'll explain why that's okay in just a second. Okay, so I've cut out my template. As you can see, there's still some white on the edges. Like, I didn't get that close or perfectly cut. That's fine, that does not matter. Don't even worry about that. I've also unwrapped my frame, so it's just the glass is right here. And, oh my gosh, you guys, look, the glass is broken. I need a different one. Okay, I'm not gonna re-record that because that's fine. Let me check this one. Okay, this one looks good. You know, I love the Dollar Tree, but I guess I did not look at the things close enough. So we'll need a non-broken picture frame. And then I also put tin foil on the plate that I had because you can use, I mean, you can use anything. I've used leftover paper plates and all that stuff. I mean, you can do whatever you want. And so you can see if you put the template on here, it's gonna be a little shy on the edges, but that's okay. Don't worry. And then next we're going to mix just a little bit of Mod Podge and a little bit of paint. Now, I am not fancy at all whatsoever. I don't measure out anything specifically when it comes to this. I just get it to a look and a consistency that I want. And this is a pretty low drama, low to no drama, I was gonna say recipe, low to no drama craft. And then I'm gonna pour a little paint on there. Come on. There we go. And I like, so the Mod Podge will dry a little bit lighter than I would have wanted to, which is why I added a little bit of paint in there. You can see it's just like maybe 1 part white paint to 2 or 3 parts Mod Podge. There's probably way too much Mod Podge in here, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me one bit at all. So I'm gonna let this kind of set up for just a moment and I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I actually forgot, because this is my dining room table, I want to be a little bit more careful with it so that I can actually do it the way I want to. So I'm just taping down. This is some press and seal, just, you know, regular press and seal. I would recommend parchment paper if you've got it. I don't have parchment paper at the moment. So, I mean, I used a plastic bag for the first one to hold it on. So this is way fancier than I am used to. There we go. So, next, you want to get your print and your frame. And I'm just going to undo the frame here real quick on the back. Pull it out, pull the picture out. We don't need the picture. And we're going to put the glass right down there. So, next, our Mod Podge and white paint should be good to go right now. And I am a lefty, so I'm gonna try not to like block everything, so just bear with me. We are going to make sure here. Okay, so got this going, the Mod Podge is up, and I'm just gonna start, I forgot what the term is it like stimping? I don't know. I'm gonna start in the corner here, and I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker, so we're just putting some on like that. And then I'm going to bring it down, just bring it down to kind of the line that I want. And then over. And there's already a lot of Mod Podge on here and a lot of paint on here. So I don't even really need to have this on the counter right now because I've got more than enough, as you can see here. I'm gonna try to get it close to. So we're just tapping away, tap, 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 tap. And get it down in the corner here. Ooh, see? That's what I'm talking about. We're low tech. We are low tech here, you guys. There we go. Oh, you might fall off again. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sure that's what you wanted to see, was the camera falling. Now, I got a little Mod Podge on the center of the frame, which is fine. We're just gonna wipe it off. That's no big deal. I'm still working from that original corner there, and I'm really just putting it on there. Nice, and then let me actually move the camera around so you can see. All right, so you can see this is the corner that we started in right here. And I want to get it, I'm bringing the paint over, and the Mod Podge over, so that it's kind of leaving little, like frost marks, you know, like it's not all the way through or anything like that. This is really hard to hold the camera and look. I'm trying to look in the camera and do it, and it's not working out. But kind of pulling some of this over. Stipple, is that the word, stippling? I'm just gonna go all the way around. And this is something that I've actually done with my students before. And it's a really cheap way to kind of do some fun stuff. And we taught, you know, in one of my science units about the cold weather. Granted, this was when I taught in Las Vegas, so we didn't really have cold weather, so this was the best way to get some cold weather. And there we go. So we're just kind of making it look nice and put in there. So you can kind of see, kind of looks like snow, right? At least that's what I tell myself. Now this would be the point if you wanted to, like on the other one, I added some of this glitter and then I stippled it down some more so it kind of covered it. I'm not going to do that on this one because I actually really like the look of this. So I'm going to leave it as is, but I'm going to let this dry and then we'll be back. All right, guys, so I actually went and used my blow dryer to get, it took like 7 or 8 seconds on each side over the blow dryer. So you can see, I know the light's really bright. It's very kind of snowy, especially up here. You can see it's nice and snowy looking. And then so what I do next is I kind of see which way I want to have my Let It Snow in there. And actually like that. So I'm going to tape it because it's just not quite big enough. So I'm going to get just one piece of tape and I'm going to put it at the top of the paper and then place it right where I want it. Hopefully it's nice and straight. There you go. So it's in there like that. So then all I gotta do is put it back in its frame. And remember, I did the other one and I coated the outside, which again, you don't have to do. I just thought that was kind of a fun look too, but I also really like this look this way. And if you feel like you want, you can put another piece of tape on the back. I think I should be good. And then you have your thing. The last thing I want to do, in fact, I am going to put another piece of tape just so that we have it nice and secured. I don't know why I'm so stingy with the tape, you guys. I'm sorry. There we go. So I'm going to grab my glue gun. Sorry about that. I am not in the kitchen, or I'm not near a plug. So then I'm going to take this pine cone, remember that, and I'm going to glue it on the bottom of the painting. And I knew that I liked this spot because I thought it looked really nice. And then there we have it. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? I'm an idiot. I did not put, this is why this is live, because we all make silly little mistakes. I'm gonna put the back into it real quick, because that's kind of important, isn't it? There we go. Boo, 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 boo. Because what I like about this is you can put it on the wall, or you can put it, set it up like this, however you would like. So, what do you think? All right, I hope you guys like this this tutorial. We can get kind of close, you can see. Yeah, I think it looks really fun. And I think it's really neat to have the pine cone there too. And you can put it on your wall, you can put it set it up somewhere like this. Anything you want to do, you can do. So I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you next time. I'll probably do a few more videos before Vlogmas really starts, but why not start a little early, right? Have a great day, guys.